What's up, y'all? Smoo here, and today I want to talk about us blaming healers. First off, let's stop doing it. We gotta stop blaming the strategists, man. Like, first off, blame culture is just so toxic in general. Like, blaming anybody if we're on any role honestly is a problem, but I want to focus on strategists because I feel like they get the most flack, right? Like, everybody want to say, I'm not getting healed, I'm not getting healed. Why am I not getting healed? Where are my healers at? And it's so much more to the strategist role than just healing. And people just don't understand what strategists have to go through to even support their teammates, right? So I just want to talk about that today. First off, just like I said, right, the strategist role is much more than a healer. There's so much more a strategist can do than just heal their team, right? Like, even here, like, you see, like, I tried to sleep the Strange when he came in and ulted, right? Like, that's what I mean, right? Using different abilities like CC. Mantis has the damage boost for her teammates, damage boost for herself. You do damage and heal at the same time, right? Like, it's so much more than just filling up your health bar, filling up your teammates' health bars, right? And unfortunately, I think part of this, like, blaming healers or strategists, and sorry, I'm gonna keep probably interchanging the names, but whatever, right? But I do prefer to use strategists, but I guess for the sake of the video, I'll continue saying healer. The thing about having our healers only focus on healing, I think, just creates a bad culture or a bad environment where we think just healing is acceptable, and I truly don't believe that just healing as a character will give you the wins, right? Like, you could say the same thing for DPS, right? Like, just doing damage doesn't mean that you're going to win the game. You still have to, you know, actually secure KOs, make sure that you're applying pressure in the right people, right? Just you know, just getting a raw stat doesn't mean anything, right? So, you know, so to ask your healer to just sit there and just look at you all game is honestly just unrealistic, and I think this isn't healthy for the game, right? And another thing I want to talk about in terms of, like, the healers, they get flamed on so much for not, quote unquote, not healing their teammates, and they're playing the role that no one else wants to play. Like, you load up in a game, everybody wants DPS. You know, Yang talked about that in this DPS epidemic video, and these 4 DPS are all going to cry about them not getting healed. Well, no wonder you're not getting healed. You only have 2 healers on the team, or just one, and you expect them to have their attention on just solely just you the whole time. Like, why don't you go ahead and play the role yourself? Why don't you get off DPS or tank or whatever, right, and go heal yourself if you think you're not getting healed enough, right? Or just don't queue up in the first place, right? Like, come on. And so, one thing I do want to maybe talk about now is for those people that are complaining, like, oh my gosh, no matter what I do, every game I play, there it is, there's the sleep, baby. Someone woke him up, but it was probably his teammate, honestly. But look at that sleep. This is what I mean, right? Like, no amount of healing is gonna get us through that, right? Neither me or Cloak had our ults at that time, so no amount of healing was going to save us out of that scenario. I had to use a different cooldown to ultimately win that point, right? But yeah, why aren't you being healed? Why don't we start with why you want to blame someone else? Why don't you go find a health pack? Stop queuing up in the game, go play versus AI bots, and figure out where all the health packs are in the map. So when the next time you do queue up and your healer isn't healing you for whatever reason, and we'll get into more reasons why you might not be getting healed, you always have the fallback of going to a health pack. I'm looking at 2 in this, and while I'm just talking to y'all, like, there's 2. There's one on my right, there's one on my left in the building. Yep, look at it. And there's one to my right too. Like, there's so many health packs that you can use. So we need to start taking advantage of those, and to alleviate some pressure from the healers so they can focus on doing other things, like I said, sleeping, damage boosting, things of that nature, right? Let's start using cover more, right? And this maybe goes into more of a positioning thing, right? not only are you guys standing in main of choke, just taking an I don't even know the word, an abundance amount of damage, right? Just expecting your healer to just heal you, like, you're gonna die. You're taking too much damage. But then, you know, so you can't expect me to the strategist or the healer to even out heal all that damage you're tanking, right? And there's other times where y'all are just not even an LOS of the healer. You go ahead and go on a flank, and you know there's characters that need to do that, right? But then you expect me to maybe turn a dangerous corner to look at you so I can heal you. Now you're putting my life in jeopardy. Do I look like and then now I peek that corner and expose myself? That's exactly what the enemy team wants. They want me to be in a vulnerable position so they can take me out, because I am a high priority target. So no, I'm not gonna sit here and peek main just to heal you. Come back to me so I can heal you, right? So keep your positioning in check. Or another example, like group walls, right? Like, it's not always on you as a player for making the mistake of not being in the right position or not being an LOS of healers, right? The enemy team can force you to be in a bad position, right? Like, let's say like group puts a wall to separate you from the rest of the team. You're not an LOS anymore, bro. Sorry, you're not getting healed until you go around the wall. Or let's say the enemy Invis pulls you into their team. Now you're not an LOS because of or any other CC move. Bucky pull. Let's talk about Bucky pull. You know what I mean? Like, now he puts you in a bad position, and there's nothing that the healer can do about that. But y'all want to complain about the healer being the reason why you're dying, when in reality it's just your bad positioning. Learn how to play a corner. Learn how to play cover. Learn how to bait out key cooldown so you don't get caught out in crazy situations. And let's go back to my healers are a priority target, right? We need to start protecting our healers. I've been seeing this on Reddit today, and that's kind of what sparked this like video. No peel, no heal. An amazing saying, and honestly, it's the truth, right? If you don't peel for your healer, if you don't protect your healer, how can you expect them to heal you? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy how, you know, people just think that the healers are just chilling in the back doing nothing. Like, come on, bro. Like, there's so many, like, you got Black Panther, you have Magic, you have Psylocke. Even characters that aren't even considered dive characters are looking at the backline and trying to take them out, right? So if you don't do a good job of just protecting them, they're going to die. Or even if they don't die, they have to use their resources and spend time paying attention to things that aren't you, so then they can keep themselves alive, right? Like, yeah, the strategists have tools to protect themselves, like you said with the Mantis Sleep, right? That's what I was talking about earlier. Luna freeze, and Viz got push and pull, her shield just got to buff everything, right? But instead of using those cooldowns to bail you out of a jam, putting the Strange to sleep to stop us from dying from his ult, I have to use that cooldown to stop the Magic from trying to one-shot combo me. And guess what? While I'm taking that time to stop her from one-shot comboing me, I literally cannot heal you at the same time. I'm focused on something else. So why don't you come on back? You see, you notice you're not getting healed. Why am I not getting healed? And then you turn around and you see the Magic is 1v2ing both healers. Go help them out, please. Like, you got to help them out. It's a team game at the end of the day. I don't know if people forgot that, but help me help you. Scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. I want to heal you. That's one of my main jobs as a strategist, is to provide support to the rest of the team. That is my job, right? And so, but I can't provide support if I'm spending all game trying to protect myself. So please help me out. We are going to win the game, but you have to be aware, you have to be cognizant of the fact that, okay, I'm not getting healed. Either one of these three things isn't happening, right? Or just the two things, right? Either my positioning's bad and therefore I'm not an LOS of my healers, or they're getting dove, they're getting focused by somebody else and they need help, they need peel. No peel, no heal. Shout out to the person that made that lineup, because honestly, that's a good one. And so I know I focused a lot on, like, you know, the strategists and not blaming them, because it really isn't always their fault. That's not to say it's never their fault, right? Everyone needs to learn how to take accountability in the game here. Strategists can make mistakes just like how you can make mistakes, and it's okay. But in no way is it okay to think that everybody else's mistake is so much bigger than yours, right? Like, oh, like the you know, we mistimed the Mantis ult or the Luna ult or whatever, and now we die, right? And now you're crying in chat about how I'm not getting healed, or healers miss ults or something like that, right? Like, no, stop it, okay? Everybody makes mistakes, man. It's okay. We gotta move on from it, learn from our mistakes. Everyone does, and then we move forward and we do better the next time. At the end of the day, y'all, I just hope that, you know, all the strategist mains continue playing strategists, because what's going to happen is they're going to stop. They're literally going to stop queuing the role or picking the role because they don't feel like they're appreciated. And we need to appreciate everybody playing their roles, but we cannot sit here and flame and blame the one role that's probably the least played. I don't really know, I don't have that statistic, but definitely the least desirable amongst most people, right? Not only is it not, like, I guess the flashiest, but even when I do a good job, everybody thinks I'm not doing anything. Like, come on, man, like, you gotta be kidding me. So yeah, shout out to my strategist main, shout out to y'all. I don't normally play strategist. You can see, like, this game I just started picking up Mantis, and so I'm trying to get in my strategist bag. But shout out to y'all, man. And I always try to peel for my healers though, and I hope y'all do the same, man. No peel, no heal, remember that. Hope y'all enjoy. Let me know who's y'all favorite strategist to play, or, you know, what are some other mistakes you think people are making and causing them to not get healed and things of that nature, right? Just general thoughts. All my strategists, man, shout out in the comments, man. Where I hear you and I'm here for you. But yeah, that's it, y'all. GG.